A popular YouTuber known as Atika from Brooklyn, New York, apparently died, man. You know, a New York Police Department found his body at Pier 16 in Lower Manhattan Bridge. Apparently, he committed suicide due to his mental illness. Now, I haven't watched any of his content, but I did watch this apology video. And what really stood out was that he felt like, this is a very confusing world and his legacy may be tarnished because of this. And he felt like, even though he became a YouTube sensation, just giving out, delivering great gaming content, and all people around the world was just really inspired by him in the way that he just do reaction videos, talk about anime. I mean, the man was really doing his thing. A young man is 29 years of age, and he's just come to realize that his life's going to be cut short due to his decisions and the fact that it's no one that he can really turn to. Now, people didn't really see this coming at first, before he started making his suicidal posts, and that, you get everything that you need. Like, it's people that inspire to be like him in the gaming industry, to review games and just be traveling to E3 and just be very creative, man, and just being paid to do those things, man. Now, I'm not sure how many subscribers that this young man had, but I knew that, he touched a lot of people, man. Even if I just type his name in the search bar on YouTube, it would actually pop up, like, hey, link to this, and people saying apology videos or the reactions. And the apology video was like 7 minutes long. They took down his channel due to respect for the YouTube community and his family. But it was a really sad thing because, as black mental health, and it's not even just a black thing, just mental health is extremely important. You don't know what people go through on a day-to-day basis. And, the fact that he couldn't really get professional help, I don't know if he tried or attempted to get professional help or anyone that he could talk to help stimulate his brain to the point that he can just focus on the positive things that he can, accomplish in life, and the things that he just accomplished in general, because at the same time, you have to do like deep reflecting. Reflecting is an extremely important part of your life. Meditation is really key. That's why I say go outside, stand by a tree, soak up the sun, and then you will actually receive and be in tune and receive new information about yourself and what you need to do. I was listening to an interview with David Goggins, and he said that if you cut the TV off, you cut the music off, social media, all these distractions, and you just sit in a room, just think, and go into that dark space of yours, which is your mind, and really find out who you want to be, like where you aspire to become. And that's the first process of becoming successful. Not saying that this young man wasn't successful in his craft, but money doesn't bring happiness. But at the same time, that if you knew that you will have at least an inspiration or a seed that, hey, if I take my life away, if I just kill myself or anything, listen to all the people that I'm going to affect. Look at all the people that looked up to me, me and my future grandkids or my kids or people in the YouTube community. How will it really negatively affect them, in that no matter what I'm going through, that you still can push forward and still keep moving. And the fact that he died and stuff, man, it was just a sad thing, man, because I really want to get to know like people on like my subscriber list. I don't even know half of them. I don't even know like some of you guys, man, on a personal level. But at the same time, man, we live in this big world of community. Like, this world is just really based off of Instagram likes and YouTube sensations type things, or again validation from social media to actually feel important in this world. And that's just an illusion. It really is. It's really just the things that you do that God gave you, the talent that he gave you, whether it's being funny, whether it's you being creative, like far as like making music to stimulate people's mood, making them feel great about themselves, writing movies. It can be cutting grass. It could be anything that's very productive and that's adding to society, building things, fixing things, and just putting a smile on people's faces. That's all that matters, regardless if you get recognition by that. Because at the end of the day, the Lord will give you, if you store up your treasures in heaven by just helping up your neighbors, man, giving them great spiritual advice and doing the great things that you can in this world. That's all that matters. Who cares about if the Johnny next door says something like, hey man, you're doing a good job, keep it going. I mean, that would be great, but at the same time, we don't live from the validation of others. And I just feel like, we just really go into that notion of, dang, like, what I'm doing, is it like impacting the world? Like, is it I'm just wasting my time? And the things that I wrote is that he said he felt like the world would be better without him. He'd be consumed with a great image and become nothing, like, but believe that nothing could stop him. That's what was pretty much his mind state. And he came to the realization that, hey, just a regular human being. But I was just thinking that, man, you know, it's really sad just talking about this stuff, man, because he's not the only one. It's people that's not even just popular and just committing suicide through bullying. You got 9-year-old kids that have the brain capacity to like, hey, you know, let me just commit myself, you know, let me just commit suicide. And some people don't even do it because they fear of going to hell. But I will say this: contact the National Suicide Prevention. That will actually help you out, man, a lot. I mean, I really take heart to that, man. You know, whatever you're going through, you gotta do some deep reflection. Write your goals down, because words is very powerful. Write not only what you want to accomplish, but your assignment, your task, something that can give you a boost in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, write what you would need to do, what you want to do, what you aspire to be, and things that you want to leave behind. Whether it can be losing weight, whether it can be just working out, it can be anything, just cleaning up, you know, making your bed, or it can just I'm just gonna think about positive thoughts, or memorize a Bible scripture every morning before I start my day. Something that can give you an ounce, like, oh, okay, well, besides me working today before I go to work, this is what I'm going to do in order to jumpstart my day. And when you start writing these things down, that you are in control of your mind and you're gonna listen to positivity, then you know you are already one step forward. And just hearing this young YouTuber just committed suicide, it's a very sad thing, man. Like Hide Down My Rock, I listened to him as well, and then his friend, you know, he made a huge video about that and how he went to his funeral, and it kind of affected him negatively on YouTube. And this man used to be very consistent with his work, and he's kind of really stopped making YouTube videos like that, man. He's starting to get back into it, but he took like almost a year and a half off, man, because his best friend committed suicide. His best friend actually gave him an IV when he was hurt. And you know, it's just the little trickling things that people do, man. They can really significantly hurt someone that's really close to you. So before you do these things, please seek the help, seek the knowledge, man, and surround yourself with great people. And just notice that, listen, even if you don't have friends, it's not the end of the world. We came in here for a mission. You are the chosen one. God gave you a path. God gave you a mission. Yes, it's going to be doubters, but it's not up to them to figure out what you need to do in your life. You know, just notice that you're here for a purpose, and just don't settle for jobs or anything, or be a slave to a corporation that's going to belittle you each and every single day, man. You know, you are worthy. So rest in peace to him. The condolences to the family. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe. I just wanted to really talk about that, man. My soul deeply. To anyone who's thinking about committing suicide, don't do it, man. Just get the help, get the professional help. You know, you can look at my YouTube videos, man. I actually talk about how to overcome depression, man. And this is pretty much a negative expectancy of the future. But just know that pain is temporary at the end of the day, man. And just think about the people that you're gonna leave behind. People might not say anything, but if you're doing something positive, like, someone will recognize it. They just might not say nothing, but you just gotta understand that what you're doing each and every single day matters, if that makes sense. Not gonna draw this too long. Love you guys, man. Thank you for the new subscribers. There's gonna be more videos coming out, but this was deep into my heart. Just want to really talk about that video, man. Rest in peace to that young man, Atiga, in the game community. I'm out. Deuces.